welcome back, and today we are going to discuss about question 6, question set 60. So this question is related to a number of questions going forward. So this scenario is very important to us because we have to continue this scenario uh, in the future. So let's move on to the scenario. The marks of the the marks of the term examinations of the Kalavilla Junior College are still recorded in books. Because of this, the principal has to spend a lot of time when he need to check the marks of the students. Therefore, the principal has decided to include the term marks of all students studying in his school in a computer system. The software was developed by a software development company called AI Soft. The software should be able to store all student terms, scores, and student assessment scores. The principal has to decide to develop his software to include the marks of students in grade 11 as the first stage of this software. You work as a senior software engineer at this company. You and your team are tasked with creating the database here and the SQL query used to provide the following requirements. So they have given some requirements. We have to follow these requirements to create the database. So firstly, they have said create a database name exam.markdb to store students marks. Use the ER diagram to create this database. So we have to draw ER diagram. For that purpose we have to use Workbench software. So let's do this. We can click on file and new model. We can rename it this schema. By this name. So click on rename references and we can click OK. Now we can draw the ER diagram by double clicking on this add ER diagram. So double click on that. So we have the ER diagram area. So let's move on to the second question. Create a table name student to store students data. Create the table according to the instructions below. So they have given the instructions, so we have to just follow these instructions. So let's create this table quickly. The table name is student. And it has index number, first name, last name, gender and contact number. Index number must be the primary key. So its data type must be varchar and length must be 10. So let's create the first column. Index number and so what data type is varchar, length is 10. I think it is 10. Yeah, it's 10. And it should be the primary key. So let's move to the next column. What is the next column name? Index number. First name is varchar. first name, data vacha, next one is last name. Also its data type is vacha. So what is the other column? It's gender, data type is vacha, and length is 10. So we have to do this scenario so many times, so I'm not going to explain how to do this again, and I'm just creating this table. So gender, next one is contact number. I'm sorry. So I have created the student table. What we have to do next? The school has two grade 11 classes. So create a table called class to store details of those classes. So table name is class. Let's create this, and it has class ID. It should be the primary key, and also we can give that to auto increment option. So next one is class name. So let's create the table. You can click on this table and you can click anywhere in this space. So table name is class. Am I correct? Yeah, class. First column name is class ID. Data type is int. And it should be auto. So let's move to the next column. Name is class name. Class name. Length is 45. So we have created the class table also, and what we have to do next, we have to create a table called subject. We have to create this subject table. It also has a subject ID and subject name. So table name is subject. First column is subject ID, and it must be the primary key. You can give it to this auto increment option, and the next column name is subject name. Subject name. We have created the subject table also. So we can quickly move on to the fifth question. Create a table with the term exam term to store the term test in the school. Create the table according to the instructions below. So we can create this table. The same scenario, I am doing it again and again, so you can memorize them easily. So table name is exam term. Now first column is term ID, second is term name and exam date. Term ID, database int, it should be it must be the primary key, and we can give it to this auto increment option. And next one is term name. So next one is exam date, so its data type should be the date. Exam date, exam date, its data type is date. So we are going to store date, so its data type must be the date. So we have created the exam term table. So now we have completed the question 16. So we will meet again with question 17. It also interconnected with this question set 16, and before move on to the question 16, you can watch this question 16 and you can move on to question set 17. So we will meet again with question set 17. Until then, goodbye.